Bribery is defined as lawbreaker and immoral method in which an individual or group provides anything of a price to a government or profit-oriented appointee in interaction for their alliance and impacting judgment system, perpetrating or permitting deceptions against the official organization or otherwise failing to do their public duties. According to the revised penal code, there are three kinds of bribery: the direct bribery, the indirect bribery, and the qualified bribery. For the direct bribery, it is committed by a public officer who accept an offer or promise or received a gift or present in consideration of the execution of an act that does not constitute a crime but is unjust, or to refrain from doing something that is his official duty to do. And for the indirect bribery, it is committed by a public officer who accepts a gift offered to him by reason of his office. While for the qualified bribery, it is committed by a public officer who has entrusted with the law enforcement, who refrains from arresting or prosecuting the offender who had committed a crime. If found guilty, the consequences of bribery are as follows. For the direct bribery, the crime punishable by imprisonment of 8 years and 1 day to 12 years of imprisonment, and for the indirect bribery, a crime punishable by imprisonment for 2 years 4 months and 1 day, up to 6 years of imprisonment. And for the qualified bribery, a crime punishable by reclusion perpetua or imprisonment to 20 years to 40 years. Nowadays, the practices and issues in our society can still be observed in many forms. The Guardian news about the former Philippine President husband, Mr. Mike Arroyo, accused of accepting cash to push through an overpriced $330 million contract with China's telecom supplier. These practices gives us a bad image for us Filipinos. In whatever forms of bribery, it has an equivalent penalty. Now, if we could not stop these unethical practices, maybe we could mitigate this action through certain awareness activities, especially in educating the youth. For according to Jose Rizal, the youth is the hope of our future, involving them in seminars, campaigns, symposiums, focusing on the ethical practices that will help them aware on the unethical issues in our society, so in the future they will become a good citizen of our country whom we could be proud of as a Filipinos.